Let's now bring you the latest on India's political pulse. Within 24 hours of the announcement of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's political debut, Congress workers in the state of Uttar Pradesh went into an overdrive. Posters of the latest member of the Gandhi family to join politics came up in the city of Banaras, Varanasi. These posters featuring Priyanka Gandhi Vadra alongside Congress President and her brother Rahul Gandhi urged Priyanka to contest elections against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Congress workers chanted slogans demanding the party to declare her the candidate from Banaras. Remember, Prime Minister Modi contested the Lok Sabha election from Varanasi in 2014. He defeated Aam Aadmi Party's Arvind Kejriwal by a margin of almost 3 lakh votes. The Congress contestant Ajay Rai managed to win just 75,000 votes against Modi's 5,80,000 votes. Given the last rout, it wouldn't be quite a wise idea to field Priyanka Gandhi from Varanasi. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi himself has slammed the Congress after this announcement. Listen in to what he had to say about her entry.
विश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं कि अगर कोई पार्टी ऐसी है जो वास्तव में पूरी तरह से लोकतांत्रिक सिद्धांतों का पालन करती है तो वह भारतीय जनता पार्टी है। लोकतंत्र हमारी रगों में है, हमारे संस्कारों में है और यही कारण है कि देश की जनता हमसे एक स्वाभाविक जुड़ाव महसूस करती है। हमारी पार्टी में कोई भी निर्णय इस बात से नहीं होते हैं कि एक व्यक्ति या एक परिवार का इस विषय में उसका क्या इच्छा है या क्या चाहता है, बल्कि हमारे यहां निर्णय इस बात से होते हैं कि कार्यकर्ता क्या चाहता है। और इसलिए कहा जाता है कि देश में ज्यादातर केसेस में परिवार ही पार्टी है, लेकिन भाजपा में पार्टी ही हमारा परिवार है।
There definitely is some merit to the Prime Minister's statement, some say. After all, with Priyanka Gandhi's entry, the Congress has firmly become a party of the mother, the son and the daughter. But will the entry of the daughter be anything other than great optics? Experts believe that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra may be able to galvanize upper caste voters in Uttar Pradesh. She has been given the charge of Eastern UP, where the upper caste played a very important role in the rise of the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2014. These sections had been supporters of the Congress party before Mandal and Ayodhya politics took centre stage. The upper caste was looking for a political platform, and in 2014 it found the BJP. According to a survey by the Centre for Studies of Developing Societies, more than 70% of the votes in upper castes were in favour of the BJP in Uttar Pradesh, but a section of upper castes are angry with the ruling BJP due to its stand on the SC/ST Act. Remember, the central government had intervened to circumvent some of the changes ordered by the Supreme Court. The bulk of the upper caste might not vote for the BSP of Mayawati and the Samajwadi Party alliance that it has, as they are traditionally seen as allies of the backward classes. It's a complex matrix of castes in Indian politics, but if they have an option, they can go for the Congress party. While the Congress may hope for the backing of this section during the 2019 election, whether it happens or not is something that, as they say, only time will tell. For the moment, let's head to the US, which is also looking at an important decision. The US shutdown entered its 34th day today. It's the longest in the history of the United States. More than 800,000 people are working without pay. The president himself has been hit. He's getting a salary all right. It's his schedule that has been affected. House Speaker and Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi has officially postponed President Donald Trump's State of the Union address.
Because government is closed. We have said very clearly from the start, when I wrote to him the second time to say, since government is shut down, we do not, let's work together on a mutually agreeable date when we can welcome you to the Capitol to get rid of the State of the Union address. Government is still shut down. I still make the offer. Let's work on a mutually agreeable date, as the original date was mutually agreeable, so that we can welcome him properly.
The address required a resolution to be passed by the House of Representatives. This is the lower house of the American Congress. It is dominated by the Democrats, which is the opposition party. They will not let the president address the nation from the House chamber. But Donald Trump, we know, is indefatigable. He made a long statement from his cabinet room. Listen in.
The State of the Union speech has been canceled by Nancy Pelosi because she doesn't want to hear the truth. She doesn't want the American public to hear what's going on. And she's afraid of the truth. And the super left Democrats, the radical Democrats, what's going on in that party is shocking. I know many people that were Democrats and they're switching over right now, and they're switching over quickly. So I hope they know what they're doing for their party. So far, they haven't.
The State of the Union speech is used by presidents to announce their policy goals for the year ahead. But this year's address is being held hostage to a showdown between Trump and the Democrats, a showdown that has resulted in the longest ever U.S. government shutdown, a showdown that began with Trump's demands. He wants the government to fund a border wall along Mexico. Almost one-fourth of all the government departments have been shut down since December 2018. The funding for these agencies has expired. First, President Donald Trump agreed to pass a bill to restore funding, but then he added a clause. He wanted to allocate more than $5 billion for the border wall. No moves to end the shutdown till Trump gets his money. In his election campaign in 2016, remember, Donald Trump had promised that he will make Mexico pay for this wall, but Mexico refused, and now he wants the U.S. taxpayers to pay for it. It's a demand that the Democrats will not entertain, but they're willing to make some concessions. They're writing to the president to propose $5 billion in border security if he agrees to reopen the government. The proposal, however, does not include money for any quote-unquote new structures, and that is the catch. Meaning, this money cannot be used to build the wall. This puts the fate of the bill in danger, as Donald Trump is unlikely to pass it. Yet it's significant because this is the first compromise offer from the opposition in America. Caught in the crossfire are hundreds of thousands of federal employees and their families living without pay in the world's richest country. When a country is so divided, everything takes a political color, even food. One pizzeria in London is offering a huge discount to customers who support a second Brexit referendum.
As small-scale entrepreneurs in Britain complain that the disarray over Brexit has left their business in limbo, this London restaurant hopes its customers can help sort out the mess in exchange for discounted dinners. This pizzeria is offering a discount to customers who have written to their local MP expressing support for a second Brexit referendum. Customers need to bring in a copy of a letter or email to their MP expressing support for a fresh poll and get a discount.
So we decided to do 25% off if you show a copy of your of an email or a letter if you've written to your MP asking for a second referendum. We're not necessarily anti-Brexit. I openly admit to have voted Remain, but we're really anti the uncertainty, and another referendum is the fastest way out.
Discounts will be valid from Sundays to Thursdays on eat-in meals rather than takeaways, and for customers ordering at least 2 items. The offer ends either on March 29th or when a second referendum is called.
Well, I think it's brilliant. I mean, it's a good idea, isn't it? You know, it gets people interested. And I think a lot of people aren't interested enough, you know. A lot of people seem to think that a no-deal Brexit means everything remains the same. Of course it doesn't. It's an absolute disaster.
The pizzeria relies heavily on Italian imports. Of all the menu items, the classic margherita pizza may be the most threatened in case of the UK leaving the EU.
Where will I source my cheese? In August of this year. I have no idea. I buy a lot of fresh cheese from Italy. That can't stay in a lorry park in Calais. I'd like to know my supply chain for the year ahead. That would be useful for me to plan, so I'm unable to plan that at the moment.
Not just the ingredients. The pizzeria owner also worries about future staffing, as some of his team members come from mainland Europe. The pizzeria is in the Hockney North and Stoke Newington constituency, which has Labour shadow Home Secretary Diane Abbott as its MP. It voted to remain with a more than 78% majority.
We're a kind of Remainery part of London, and lots of people have written really lovely responses. Mixed online, I've put by doing what I believe in, I've definitely put my business in jeopardy. There's a lot of horrible lies that have been written about my business online by people who think I'm anti-Brexit. I'm not anti-Brexit, but I'm very anti-Brexit uncertainty.
So, can Kenny and his pizzeria help break the Brexit deadlock? That is the question. Bureau Report, World is One.
South Korea is battling a birth rate crisis and an aging population. The reason? Many South Koreans are going childless. Some even opting to not get married. Here's why South Koreans prefer to have pets rather than children.
Singing sensation Justin Bieber and model Hailey Baldwin got married just a few months back. And they already have a child. Meet Oscar, the power couple's dog son. Dog children is the trend now. And for these South Koreans, dogs are like their children, except they're a whole lot cheaper. South Korea's pet industry is booming. The high cost of education, housing and extremely long working days have led many South Koreans to opt for pets instead of children. Meet 39-year-old dog owner Kang Sung-il and his wife. This couple got married back in 2011, and for them their white Pomeranian dog Sancho is no less than a son.
Having a baby would have been a big burden on us. We both had to go to work, so we needed to settle down. We never thought about a baby at all.
Kang buys Sancho a toy on every business trip. Needless to say, Sancho is the apple of their eye. When it comes to diet, only premium dog food is good enough for these spoiled pooches. South Korea is the world's leading seller of red ginseng, which Koreans consume as an immunity-boosting supplement. But it is now finding a new local consumer base: dog food.
We only use high-quality ingredients edible for humans, such as salmon and cranberries, so our products are more than twice as expensive as regular dry feeds.
These mothers and fathers are willing to spare no expense to give their dog children only the best. This includes events like their dog children's birthday. The birthdays are celebrated just like a human child's, complete with party hats.
People take pictures of babies to celebrate their first birthday or first 100 days. It is the same for pets as well.
Those living solitary lives and childless couples are more likely to adopt pets to soothe their loneliness. And for this South Korean man who has never been married, his dog was the only companion until his demise last Christmas.
My friends didn't understand me, but my dog was the same as a human. He brought me joy, delight, and sadness when he was ill.
South Korea's $2.4 billion pet-related industry is one of the fastest growing in the world. But preferring dogs over children is coming at a cost. For the first time ever, South Korea has more old people than young. And if the trend of childless couples continues, it will be just a matter of time before the country's demographic bomb explodes. Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.